2.
And once again, fans, we welcome you back to Pure Pro Wrestling. Some great action on tap for you here tonight. As always, in the booth, the best damn pro wrestling commentator going. It's your host, Arachnid Soul. Now, by popular fan request, let's welcome back one of the stars of our cruiserweight division. Let's welcome back Ricochet.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
Ricochet actually competed in the first ever Pure Pro match. That was against the Hurricane. If you go back to last week's broadcast, it was how we opened the program. You can see that amazing match, the highlights of it at least. And Ricochet here tonight, looking to prove why he should be a contender for that Global Television Championship. The fans love this guy. Management loves this guy. He comes to work. He busts his ass week in, week out, just as he's done on the independent scene for years. But it's all about those wins, and Ricochet will look to pick up a win here tonight against the debuting Cedric Alexander.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander!
Cedric Alexander not exactly getting a hero's welcome here tonight in his home state of NC, North Carolina. We have seen Cedric compete at some of the untelevised house events. This is his first time making it to television. Looking to secure a big win here tonight in front of the eyeballs of the world. The globe is watching. And here tonight, we kick things off not only with the cruiserweight division, but also some action that's going to kind of lead us into what else we have here on tap tonight. Here tonight, we will see Ivar in action. We will also see the controversial footage of what happened when Ivar took on Otis the Champion last night at an untelevised event. The opening bell sounds. There you see Ricochet in the Tiger Claws. You see Cedric Alexander in the Carolina Blue leapfrog that time. Double leg shot and the spine on the pine from Ricochet. Ricochet so good at the high flying, but Ricochet also extremely technical. Great at the sweet science, the catch-as-catch-can art, if you will, on the mat. Series of flying forearms there. Ricochet tops his man. Referee for the first time tonight slid into position. It was only a 1 count. Also here tonight in our main event, you will see the finals of the best of 3 series between LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes. Both of those individuals tied up 1 apiece. The winner here tonight of that encounter will be the #1 contender for the Global Television Championship. Ricochet, nicely done. Diving lariat that time. And fans, we want to thank you again for supporting this product, this program, this organization. The past 3 weeks, the raving success has been overwhelming. We hope you join us not just tonight, but also again next week as we once again see that cover. Ricochet's really been the aggressor in this match as we see the series of backhand knife edge chops. Alexander, short arm whip, uppercut, knee strike that time. And now taunting just a little bit, just to feel his man out, get the crowd behind him possibly. Ricochet stalks his man, Bipasso on the super kick. The right hook there from Alexander, shoots his man off, short arm, snaps off Lakebra, Dorconiello, that tilt-a-whirl style backbreaker. And I've got to think that here tonight, Cedric Alexander getting a win would be seen as somewhat of an upset, but when you think about it, We haven't seen Ricochet in 15 or 20 matches in this organization. We've only seen Ricochet compete once or twice previously. There's his tribute to Amazing Red with that Red Star press. Lateral press here once again from Ricochet. The referee dropped down. Ricochet was looking for 3 that time, found 1. These are athletes, these are combatants, and they're all fighting for not 12, not 13, but 1 individual championship in this organization, currently held by Otis. Nice hooking heart attack style lariat that time from Cedric Alexander. Great way to end that combination, that flurry that he put forth. And you're not only going to want to check out the cruiserweights, you're also going to want to stay tuned for some of the heavyweights. We talked about how Ivar will be in action here tonight, but we're also once again going to show you that controversial, shocking footage from last night. It was Ivar challenging Otis at an untelevised event. We told you last week we would bring you the footage. Cedric now on the Falcon's Nest, waiting for his man to convalesce. Off the top scores with the double sledge. It was Ivar and Otis in that match. Cover here. 2 and some change. And there was some dispute between the fans of who should be the champion now walking out of that match. The end of that match. We will bring you the end of that match here momentarily. Once again, Red Star Press. We're going to show you exactly what happened. Cover here. I have been waiting all day to hear a decision from upper management. I understand that one has not been rendered yet. Possibly by the end of tonight's broadcast, we will get that to you. Once again, the Spine Buster. It's the move that Ricochet opened this match tonight with. It was the opening salvo. Does it again and now drops back into not a cross arm breaker, but a Juji Gatami. And on that hold, you really want to make sure that the opponent's thumb is facing up towards the clouds. That's how you get the torque on that hold. If the thumb's facing any other direction, you really don't get it. Ernest the Cat Miller style feliner kick there from Ricochet. Nice springboard moonsault off the top. Referee once again drops down. And that was almost it. Ricochet has dominated this match inside cradle. Small package. 2 and some change once again. Cedric that time with some hang time dropped the elbow. Cedric Alexander, 5'10", 200 pounds to the 5'9", 190 of Ricochet. Both of these men very similar height and weight, not a massive discrepancy between the two. Alexander was a man who I've said before really made his name in Ring of Honor Pro Wrestling. Ricochet, high cross body off the top, neglected to hook the leg that time. Maybe has a little bit too much respect for Cedric Alexander and didn't think he'd get the 3 count there if he went for it. Irish whip, dropped salt that time. Ricochet lands on his feet, hard right that time, stalks his prey, went for a right hook, had it caught, uppercut knee strike. When we talk about Cedric Alexander, we got to talk about a former WWE Cruiserweight champion. He was a WWE Raw World Tag Team champion along with Shelton Benjamin, who we saw compete as we see that standing C4, the one-man standing Spanish fly. Almost got it done that time. When we talk about Ricochet, a former WWE Intercontinental and United States Heavyweight champion. Both of these men dominated on the independent scene for organizations like Dragon Gate USA, Chikara. High cross body that time, but Cedric got caught. Scoop and a slam. And Ricochet saying, that's it. This might be all. There's that beautiful Liger-style shooting star press. Referee in position. And yes, Ricochet picks up the win here tonight. What an amazing cruiserweight outing that was. Fans, let's take a look at some of these replays. This beautiful gainer off the top in this great sport of pro wrestling, we call that a shooting star press.
Here is your winner, Ricochet!
And right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the dominant global television champion. Right now we're going to take a look at how exactly Otis not only became the champion, but ran the rack in that television tournament, and then we'll be right back with you.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Madrid, Spain, weighing in at 154 pounds, Axiom!
And speaking of debuts, here tonight we have the debut of a young man from Madrid, Spain, now going under the moniker of Axiom. You see him there in that mask, but here tonight, as I've stated on previous events, this man has his work cut out for him. When I saw the lineup here tonight, I'm like, I couldn't believe this one's going to be on the card, fans. Let's lay out.
And his opponent from Valhalla, weighing in at 305 pounds,
Ivar, one of the surprising fan favorites, one of the real breakout stars here in Pure Pro Wrestling, competed in that global television tournament. Many people thought that he was actually going to win it. He did not. It was last night at a house event, and we will show you that footage maybe at the conclusion of this match, but sometime in this broadcast. Ivar stating that he right now should be the champion. We're going to let you decide. We're going to show you that footage. But right now, Ivar has to go through the man Axiom. We're going to see how this thing plays out. Axiom, as always, in phenomenal condition. Ivar charges in, diving a lariat that first time. It was so nice that the Viking just did it twice. Comes in with that Mil Mascaras style flying cross chop. And Ivar is going to have to try to figure out how to put this thing away. I think he's just going to rely on his power. That might be it. No. It's going to take more than strikes to put away Axiom. Axiom is a guy who a lot of people sleep on, but he was very successful in both Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG, as well as the now defunct United States Chikara promotion. Axiom has gone by a number of monikers, now donning the mask, looking to start his career anew. Uppercut, knee strike, and a cover might have the big man out. And no, not even a one count that time. When we talk about Ivar, when we talk about Ivar, we've got to talk about a man who was trained by Killer Kowalski. We've got to talk about a man who's a former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion. We've got to talk about a man who's held gold in New Japan Pro Wrestling as the IWGP, that's International Wrestling Grand Prix World Heavyweight Tag Team Champion, along with partner Eric, aka Raymond Rowe, and also a former WWE Raw Tag Team Champion. Ivar now, in this part of his career, becomes a singles wrestler looking to capture singles gold, chasing the only championship here in Pure Pro, the Global Television Championship. Nice corkscrew action on that modified side salto slam. Ivar picks his man up. There's that nasty spinning back kick. And now he's stalking his man, and it might be that time to say greetings from Valhalla. That Fire Thunder driver Ivar tops his man. And Ivar gets the win here today on Pure Pro. And fans, there's not much to look at here. Ivar just ran over, man, but we are going to take a look at some replays. Maybe the most devastating hold in this organization, that greetings from Valhalla, that inverted sit-out pile driver.
Here is your winner,
Ivar says he should be the champion. I understand that we're going to go to that footage momentarily. First, let's get some plugs out of the way, fans. We thank you. We talked about it last week. Our upcoming house event has been sold out. So if you're in Roanoke, Virginia, you're going to have to ask your friends. Maybe they've bought an extra ticket for you. We do invite you to join us this Friday night, August 18th at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum in Knoxville, Tennessee. This is footage of last night at the house event. This was the Global Television Championship match. Fans, watch the clock, watch the timer in the upper right-hand side of your screen. Otis the champion, Ivar the challenger. Hits greetings from Valhalla, 3 seconds left. Championship on the line. And the time limit expired.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, LA Knight.
LA Knight only one match away from becoming the #1 contender for the Global Television Championship. LA Knight has been fighting Carmelo Hayes for the better part of the past month in this best-of-3 series. LA Knight capturing victory #1 in the first match. Carmelo coming back and tying the score last week. Here tonight, the bout to settle it all. 2 men hungry, 2 men focused, 2 men determined, and we're going to see which one of these two comes out here tonight. Let's bring out Carmelo Hayes and see how this thing plays out.
And his opponent from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes.
When we first started this organization, we kicked things off with a tournament for the one championship in this organization, the Global Television Championship. A belt currently held by Otis, a belt currently disputed, as we talked a little bit earlier on about Ivar thinking that maybe he should be the champion at this point. In any case, management has deemed that the winner of this match will be the #1 contender. Now, who will be the champion? Is it Otis? Is it Ivar? We're not sure. But I can tell you one thing, this man right here, Carmelo Hayes, does not care. He didn't fare so well in the tournament, was actually eliminated in the tournament by LA Knight, looking for some revenge here tonight. The fans were booing Carmelo as he walked out last week, but by the end, half the fans were cheering him. Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, it is your main event. Get ready, fans. You hear that opening bell. There you see LA Knight in the red. There you see Carmelo Hayes in the black. No time limit on this encounter. Collar and elbow. LA shot for the ride, B paso, and really just the warming up process here, just the feeling out process now. Both guys just trying to download their opponents. Front face lock here. Nice vertical snap suplex. LA Knight, lateral press, hooks the far leg. Referee in position. Only got a 1 count that time. And you've got to think, after competing 3/4 cravat chancery, snapmare, back body drop that time. And he's so proud of himself. You've got to think, after these two have competed against each other week after week, and they've beaten one another with their finishing moves. Cover here. LA Knight has that blunt force trauma, that driver that he likes to use. He beat Carmelo with that the first match they had. The second match, it was nothing but net. Carmelo's finisher, that leg drop, that famous, or that rocker dropper off the top rope. You've got to think here tonight, both of these guys are ready for the opponent's finisher. They've been doing film study, they've been watching footage, scouting. Backhand knife edge chop block that time. Eli Drake now fighting back, sends his man to the corner. Charging European style uppercut that time. Eli momentarily surveys the damage before going into this camel clutch. And you see how he puts his fingers right under the chin there of Carmelo, pulls up on the neck, at the same time sits out on the mid to lower back. So hold this won many championships. You think about the Iron Sheik using this hold back in the late 1970s, early 1980s to win and defend championships. You think of guys like Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner with the Steiner recliner. And once again, Carmelo, that Japanese organized crime boot. Now stomping the yard is Carmelo. Went for some hang time there. No water in the pool. B Paso on the boot. Rear gut wrench. Nice arm drag that time. LA Knight ends up on top. Has a shot blocked. Irish whip to the corner. Carmelo comes in. Axe bomber lariat. Throws his man away. Carmelo looking to springboard here. No water in the pool off that K-Brada moonsault. And now a standing inverted Yuji Nagata style lock. Almost like a reverse figure four here from LA Knight. LA Knight, no stranger to gold. A former two-time Future Stars of Wrestling champion in Las Vegas, Nevada. We've talked about Solo Sikoa. Also a member of the PPW roster, being a champion in that organization. LA Knight damn near captured every championship he could during his run with TNA Impact Wrestling. But Carmelo Hayes, no slouch of his own. I mean, this young kid already held gold multiple times in NXT, the Cruiserweight Championship, as well as the NXT Championship. Modified iconoclasm there from Carmelo Hayes. Decided not to sit out with it, just throws LA Knight off that top turnbuckle. High crotch scoop here. LA Knight walks his man around. Tried to slam him, took a little bit too much time, got chop blocked there. As always, feel free to follow us on Twitter at PPW Global. Also, if you're interested in joining this organization, that's where you're going to want to send your DMs. Front face lock from Carmelo, takes his man up. That might be a receipt from earlier on when LA Knight hit that vertical suplex. Maybe looking to springboard once again, nicely done. Off the middle, missile drop kick, hooks his man, does Carmelo. And only getting a one count, kind of nonchalant cover that time. Carmelo's really gonna wanna cinch LA Knight up. Carmelo 5'10", 210 pounds, but giving up 20 pounds to LA Knight, who's 6'1", 230 pounds. So he's really gonna wanna cinch him up. Boot that time, spins through into that Hangman's Noose style neck breaker. Inside cradle now, LA Knight fighting back from underneath. Only got a 2 count in that time. And now this thing goes to the arena floor. It's actually Carmelo who rolled out. Get a little bit of a breather. LA Knight here, gonna fire up with the fans. Carmelo Hayes just missing those ring steps by inches. Now sent back into the squared circle. Eli does give chase. Eli, LA. I'm not sure who he is because neither is he. Shot off. Short arm lariat that time. It was a southpaw shot. Misdirection play that time. A lot of wrestlers don't expect offense to come from the left side. It's an uppercut knee that came from the right. Scored with the jaw of LA Knight. LA Knight, though, not a man with a glass jaw, has come back from worse. Shots to the gut, went for the right hook that time, couldn't get it, collar and elbow. Palm clutch to the back of the neck. Carmelo sent off, ducks down. Blindside lariat that time, nicely done, and a cover from LA Knight. LA Knight, in a short period of time, really has become one of the more popular athletes here in this organization. So many great athletes in this sport, so many great athletes in this organization, but there's something about LA Knight just kind of has that it factor. Spent the better part of 20 years getting everything together, the wrestling, the ability to talk, short arm power slam there. And as we've talked about before, the one downside that I think LA Knight does have is he will take his eyes off the prize momentarily. Either to mock his opponent or to celebrate. Knight now, short knee to the ribs, collar and elbow, Irish whip. Big boot that time. Caught Carmelo right above that brow. That $1 million fist drop. Second time, both times connected in the exact same place as that boot. Right above that brow. Deep rotation on that dragon screw. Shades of Keiji Muda there. Carmelo now, maybe down a little bit of a step, sucking wind a little bit here. Now what is this? Springboard, reverse leg drop. Beautifully executed. I think that's gonna be it. LA Knight is rocked. Yeah, that is not it. Somehow LA Knight slipping out the back door. Mule style knee that time from the mat. Front face lock here. Once again, that vertical suplex that these two have exchanged all night. This is PPW Pure Pro Wrestling. Front head and arm release suplex. LA Knight says, yeah. We do this every Saturday. PPW Pure Pro Wrestling. This is where they come to wrestle. Every man in this organization chasing one championship. Every man in this organization looking to take the belt off of Otis, looking to become the global television champion. Collar and elbow tie up here. Knight once again making a lot of hay with those vertical suplexes. Stays on his man, but I think LA Knight just got caught. Carmelo, their shoulder block, sends Knight to the arena floor. Now, Carmelo's one of these guys you got to watch because he's very technical, but he also likes to fly. Over the top that time, Tope Gonilo. Looked like LA Knight was rocked outside. Looked like he actually tried to run and slide back into the ring, was a half second late and got caught with that somersault senton. Now both men back in. Springboard. K-Brought a lariat, nicely done. Carmelo Hayes coming back into this thing. Punts his man. Small of the back. Lateral press. And once again, getting a 2 count. And fans, if you did not see the first 2 matches in this best of 3 series, you really missed out. You really owe it to yourself. Knight went for that flying Hangman's Noose style neck breaker, got choke slammed. Ducks one to give one. There was a lariat. You really owe it to yourself to go back and watch those matches. There's that Hangman's Noose. All available in the PPW playlist cover. Only getting a 2 count once again. And fans, I understand that next week we will have not only an update on Solo Sikoa, but Solo Sikoa, who has been out injured, will be making his return. It was an ankle injury. We thought it was broken. It's not, and he's 100%. What is this? Eli, LA Knight going to the pay window. And LA Knight wins the best of 3 series. LA Knight soon will challenge for that Global Television Championship. Take a look at some replays. Nothing but net, said Carmelo Hayes. We thought that was going to be it, but it was this reverse pile driver. Shades of easy money.
Here is your winner, LA Knight.
It was a great series here. Actually, LA Knight leaving the ring here. Fans, we're just about out of time here. And a great show of respect, and you hear the appreciation from the fans. LA Knight wins the rivalry.